Jeremy, I think I'm going to keep it pretty chill this week. Do you want to check the donation bin?
Oh, we haven't had something in the donation bin in a while. I don't think.
I know. We check it occasionally when we don't want to go on the hunt, so to speak. We want to keep our shoes off.
I thought it was a nice touch. It's just one of those like library return boxes. You just slide it in.
Back when when you were a kid and you wanted to put the book or the movie at Blockbuster back in there, you pretended it was a monster.
Nom, 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 nom. I'm eating your movie. Nom, 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 nom.
I did that all the time.
There was something oddly satisfying about dropping a book or a movie into a slot.
I agree. It felt good because you knew you weren't going to get it back.
It was gone
to the ether.
Done. It's done after that.
Yep. So, yeah, let's check the bin. All right, what do we got in here? Let's see. Talking with interesting people. What else?
Interview a porn star.
Well, we'll save that one. I don't think we have enough time to get a porn star. One day, Jeremy. One day.
We should just call up a porn star.
Okay, yeah. Just check the phone book. P for porn.
You know, the yellow pages we keep next to the podcast return donation box.
That's right. How about this one, Jeremy? It's another Reddit. Remember how we did that Reddit one time? We could do another Reddit episode.
It's just Reddit's so good. It's such a great place.
Reddit holes.
Reddit holes?
Reddit holes.
Ew.
Dirty. Wait, are we talking to a porn star?
Start talking about whatever they want. They're looking for some skill and treasure to hunt. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast. They like to get crazy and talk a lot of trash. Michael and Jeremy steal your podcast.
Welcome to Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Mike.
How are you?
I'm good, buddy. How are you doing?
Another wonderful week of stealing some podcasts, doing them better, faster, stronger, and hornier.
So I don't know. The last time we checked that box, dude, it's pretty dusty in there.
Yeah, we should check it more often.
It seems like people are really dropping stuff off all the time.
Purge the weirdos. But I love it. I love having a donation box. Hey, if you are out there and you would like to donate your podcast to be stolen, drop it into our little box, our little donation box at UHJYEAH at MJSYVERSE.com.
Good plug, Mike.
Yeah. Oh, hey, at the beginning of the episode, so you guys don't forget, before you even get started, before you even hear the episode, 5-star. 5-star episode. I'm already telling you right off the bat, so you might as well just go ahead, go to your podcast platform, shoot us that 5-star. It takes you a second.
Rate
and
it
makes us happy.
And comment immediately.
Yes, comment on the episode before you hear anything at all. I want zero context comments on this episode.
That's how we'll differentiate ourselves.
Right, and then everyone will be confused when they listen to it. Lions.
Put in timestamps to everything.
I really liked how Jeremy chopped off his pinky finger.
That's not going to grow back, right?
So Reddit holes, Jeremy, with Holly. Holly reading Reddit stories. Reddit, as we know, is a
Her name's Holly. Holly?
Holly. Well, no, her name is Holly. And she reads Reddit stories because people love this shit, Jeremy. They can't get enough Reddit from the internet.
It's a popular app.
It is. And it's aware. If you guys don't know what Reddit is, it is
It's
a
a porn
place.
site.
Can it be?
I think
During my research, I saw zero porn.
you were clicking the right buttons.
Oh, well, okay. I was looking for interesting stories to read about from Reddit. But Reddit essentially is people who are super vulnerable to strangers on the internet. And then those strangers then are super mean to the person who's being vulnerable. And that is Reddit, Jeremy.
It seems like it's just a place with a lot of staunch opinions.
Yes.
A lot of opinionated people. A lot of comments can be construed as smug.
I plan on going into that a little bit today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Crack it open, Mike.
on top of reading the stories, there are some comments to some of these posts that I would like to divulge to get some insight into what certain people may like responding to, these posts with.
The back and forth.
Yes. So do we just want to go into it?
Fire it up, dude. Drink piss.
Drink shit.
Let's get to it, Mike.
Okay. Let's go into this. This is and I picked ones that weren't horribly long. Ones that I could read through fairly quickly, and then we can go into a
Diatribe.
dialogue.
Just wax poetic a little bit.
I'm a med rep, and I routinely take lunches to doctors' offices.
I thought you were.
I'm cutting that. Cutting that. Most of the time it's delivered, but last year I was stuck in the villages, and no one would take the order, so I had to pick it up. To paint the scene, I'm a 55-year-old Hispanic male, dressed in business suit, tie, and dress shoes. I let the waitress at Olive Garden know that I'm there, and I sit down. This old man, 70 to 75, sits next to me.
Wait, Mike.
Yeah?
Can you read this as a Hispanic man? It'll help me out
Nope.
to really visualize the story. Start over.
I don't think I can.
Start it over as a Hispanic man, please.
I'm a med rep, and I routinely take lunches to doctors' offices. Most of the time it's delivered, but last year I was stuck in the villages. See, it's not
In
it's
the
turning into
villages.
German, yeah.
Read it like
I'm not reading it like
read it
anything.
like Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Oh, nope, I'm just going to read it. This old man, 70-75, sits next to me and makes some comment about me being in a suit. Nothing mean. I chuckle and nod politely. So what do you think he said? Hey, fucking suit wearing bitch.
Go back to your country. It was polite.
It was polite. I smile and nod.
Yeah.
With my peripheral vision, I noticed him looking down. Maybe he's looking at my shoes. They're nice. 2 exclamation marks. It's a little cocky.
Well, how nice are they?
I got them at Shoe Factory for $70.
You wouldn't believe the deal I got on this thing.
30 seconds later, I feel a really sharp pain on my ankle that makes me audibly gasp. Wait,
Gasp.
no, I'm sorry. Elaine! Oh my god. This motherfucker hit me with his metal cane.
What, on his shoe?
on his leg.
Oh.
On his ankle. He made a point to not hit me with the rubber tip, but with the metal. I looked at him in astonishment, and he grinned.
Remember the Alamo.
I considered punching him in the face for about 10 long seconds. So there was 10 seconds where you're just staring at this old man smiling at you, and you're just like, I want to punch you. I want to punch you in your face.
I'm going to punch you. That's why it took 10 seconds.
All I said was, what the fuck is the matter with you? So
It's a fair response.
so you say ouch, and then you stare at him for 10. What the fuck is the matter with you? Everyone in the front foyer waiting area went dead silent. I had to rub my ankle bone to kind of alleviate the pain. Who would add that?
I didn't know that was a technique.
I had to gently rub my ankle. Owie!
I touched my ouchie and it went away.
He caught me in the perfect spot. What?
Ew.
Oh, he got him right on that. You know where the ankle bone sticks out on the outside?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's got to be where he hit
It's
him.
like the funny bone in your arm.
And then it says his wife jumped up from across the foyer and yanked him to his feet and took him outside. So this
Spry young
70-year-old. I mean, she could. I don't know. He could have a 30-year-old wife. Who knows?
He's walking around whacking people with canes. He's confident.
God damn it, Gary! Stop hitting people. I can't wait to take your money.
I'm gonna suck your dick and take your money.
She said nothing to me. The to-go server called my name and I picked up the food and got the fuck out of there. Not one person said a peep, and Olive Garden is packed for lunch on the villages every day. I guess those old people in the villages love fucking each other and eating Olive Garden.
Is this our villages?
Yeah, in Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's the Olive Garden villages, Jeremy.
There's no Hispanic people over there. The story's all made up.
Well, he had to visit the villages because he's a med rep for all the dying old people in the villages.
Just funny, Mike. There's no Hispanic people in the villages. This guy's lying.
I guess since I was the only person under 70 there, they couldn't be bothered offering a kind word. Get out of it. We don't like your kind. Hispanics? No, young people. I'm 55. Fuck you.
Hey, nice shoes.
Whack.
Bam. Back in my day, that's how we said hello.
When I took the food to my car, I scanned the parking lot and they were nowhere to be found. They were never there at all, Jeremy.
You've always been in this Olive Garden.
Yes. You never left. Fuck the villages and Sun City Center and every other large retirement community. Places suck. Rant over. Wow, Jeremy. This guy certainly has some opinions about old people now. See, it just takes one bad apple to ruin the lot. So old people are ruined for him.
So he said he got whacked. This guy sat down next to him.
Yep.
He left his table where his wife was.
Yep.
And went and sat down next to this random
Hispanic guy
eating at Olive Garden by himself.
No, he's waiting for his to-go order.
Oh, so
in the foyer.
So he's sitting there in the foyer. This old man comes up, sits down next to him, goes, nice shoes.
And whacks him in the leg.
I'm assuming that he said he had nice shoes on because people tell him how nice they are, right? And then he gets whacked in the shin. This old man couldn't possibly have just accidentally whacked him with
I don't know.
his cane?
He smiled for 10 seconds and said nothing.
What if he was trying to... What if him and his wife are swingers, or he's trying to get like a third party involved, and that's the sign in the villages. He's like, I'll tap this young fellow with the...
Are you Alejandro?
Yeah, it's like an Uber driver. Are you here to fuck my wife? I love watching young Hispanic men fuck my wife.
I like wearing a hockey mask and hiding in the closet.
He told me he would have nice shoes on. Alejandro, keep your shoes on when you fuck my wife.
Does it cost extra for a mustache ride for me too?
Listen, the deal's on, but I get to eat what's left over.
I gotta see how nimble you are. It's like you're testing a new car.
You can't fuck
kicking the tires.
Yeah, you can't fuck my wife unless you have strong ankles.
Right. You're gonna need them. And then when he took it and didn't say anything, he's like, yes, Alejandro, perfect. Use that anger tonight.
Yes. Stare at me like that when you fuck my wife.
I want to see that kind of fervor in the bedroom.
So you do know, like, communities like that, like these retirement communities where they have like golf carts and stuff, right? They'll hang, what are they called, Mike? You shower with them. Michael Riley, I'm talking to you. I'm speaking directly to you.
Yes.
What are the things the loofahs?
Yes, the loofahs in the golf carts.
They put them in
different
the golf
colors
carts.
And indicate what type of swinger you are.
Yes, maybe this guy, maybe in the villages, they have a little, Morse code thing.
Mm-hmm.
Little tippity taps.
And he just did a little hard because he's old.
He's like, tip, tip, tap, tap, fuck my wife.
Right? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Actually, I would like you to fuck me while my wife watches.
I see you're getting the pasta I asked you to acquire.
Yeah. Alejandro said he'd come in with nice shoes and order the shrimp fettuccine Alfredo.
Which he'll dump down my backside.
I will eat it out of his asshole. Slurp, slurp, slurp.
That's our first Reddit hole.
Well, speaking of Reddit holes.
Yeah.
Comments? Did anyone else have ideas?
Nothing in particular that stands out. I can pick one at random. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. That's a good one. Buy another one, you rich motherfucker. Fuck your couch and fuck your couch.
That's at the top of my list.
Yes, habitual line stepper. I use that phrase too. I think I got that from Dave Chappelle. Anyway.
Yeah, these comments blow.
Yeah, there's much better ones. All right, Jeremy. I forgot to read like the poster and everything that's covered in Reddit holes. So that let me see. That post was posted by Hendrix 1967.
Huh.
5 months ago. Maybe he's 56 now. All right.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I was picking up my birthday dinner at Olive Garden when this old man sexually assaulted me with his cane.
I kept out all the weird shit that he said.
He gave it to me rough, I tell you. He wouldn't even use the rubber.
Okay. This is a little bit shorter one. Okay, so I just got my first cat ever. Adopted. Good to know. And she is a very bedroom-oriented cat, meaning that she is usually directly next to me as I spend a lot of time in my bedroom.
Aren't all cats adopted? You can't give birth to a cat. You can only adopt a cat.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. It's a meaningless it's a meaningless thing to state.
All
It's
animals are adopted.
They're all adopted. You can't make one.
If your animals have kids, you choose to keep them.
Right,
You've
'cause
adopted them.
You even have to pay money to adopt a child.
Yes.
However, this is becoming a slight problem because whenever I go to move my body or do anything, she just so happens to move into the perfect trajectory for me to accidentally slam whatever body part was moving into her head or body, usually her head. Okay, Jeremy, I think I understand what's going on here.
I regularly walk around and kick my kitten.
No, Jeremy spends a lot of time in bed, can't see around their most likely gigantic body.
Oh, you think it's a great big fat person?
Like super, super huge. And so whenever they just move their arm, it whacks their cat because they don't have peripheral vision in the bed.
Huh.
They can't see past themselves. So just rolling over on their cat.
That's
all
a
the
pretty good
time.
theory, Mike. It's pretty good.
Let it be noted
Theory.
that these incidental collisions are not concussion inducing or anything, but it makes her flinch and shake her head, and it makes me feel like a monster. I'm such a monster.
Side note, I look like a monster.
Any tips? She's so imprinted on me and loving. I feel like I'm abusing my child. This is posted by a wild meme. For reference, here she is. She's a Russian blue Siamese mix who was born February of 2024.
But the cute.
So,
Okay.
so see, Jeremy, we took the part of the Reddit commenter with those comments. You're probably just really fat.
So you're saying that Reddit is just a natural reflection on humanity? Yes. Okay.
Yes. You teach your cat how to insurance scam. Oh, here it is. So someone posted a meme photograph of I would like to see if you could come and just look at this photo for reference. I'll put it on the Instagram so everyone can enjoy this. I'll even put it on our Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord, go to our website, Michael and Jeremy, www.MJSYVERSE.com. There's a link to our Discord. I'll see if I can put a link to it in the description. Anyway, so there's this meme. It says injured, good, and then there's two gentlemen whose faces are covered up by cats.
It's like a law firm.
Yeah. So
Billboard.
So a commenter commenting with the meme about this post about this cat. Do you want to know what the comment about this photograph was?
Someone comment. Of course, they commented on the photo.
So the meme itself was then the topic of conversation. so a Reddit hole within a Reddit hole.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't care about you, lady, anymore.
So JDE Mac. The Photoshop billboard is two lawyers from Western New York. Salino and Bonds are their names. There's even a Broadway play based on their contentious breakup. Bonds passed away a few years ago back in a plane crash.
Wow. A lot of deep history to the meme.
Another response. Oh, that's why their ads sing the jingle and end with "Call Salino." I didn't realize Barnes had passed away. And then the same JDE Mac. They dissolved their partnership in 2020, and shortly after Barnes crashed his plane outside Buffalo with his niece, I think. The guy died in a plane crash.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
And then, oh, how sad. Yeah, so
they don't give a shit about this lady kicking her cat.
Nope, they care about the billboard.
I think that lady should just stop kicking her cat.
Yeah, just be more aware of yourself.
Step over the cat.
Yep. Just spend less time in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Walk around.
Go outside.
Yeah,
Cats like going outside.
absolutely.
You got an outside cat
Yes, I have an inside-outside cat. He screams to go outside.
and screams to come back in.
I usually open the door and just call for him, and he runs in.
And he just runs in from
he
wherever
hears
he
me.
is.
It's basically like, "Come inside, cat," and then he runs in.
Yeah, you've seen mine. My cat will scratch the door and be like, "Bow," and then you let him out, and he's like, "Fuck, I'm outside. What do? I'll stay close to the door."
Right, and I'll lay down.
I just lay down and rub myself on the ground.
So yeah, your cat is like the cat equivalent of that poster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your cat could probably crush a lot of cats.
He's so tiny.
He's a 20-pound cat.
Little tiny gato.
He's 20 pounds.
He's so big.
All right, next one. Here we go. This is short and sweet. The original poster's name has been deleted, or their name is deleted. I don't know.
Is it like a bracket deleted?
Yes.
Yeah, they're no longer on Reddit.
All right. A case of sabotage occurred in the lab. What's your sabotage story?
Can you read it as a German?
Two techs were beefing for months. One tech had a last day and moved on to a new job. Before leaving, E. coli broth was loaded into all the tissue culture media, wrecked all cells. Everything needs to be demolished and brought back to life. Whole lab is in disbelief that this actually happened. Watching E. coli spring to life from fresh media over the course of 10 minutes on microscope in front of the PI was a real drama moment.
Huh.
Wow, Jeremy. Compelling and rich. So it was the response that someone had posted, another story that it was the comment that I wanted to read. So this is posted by Loretude2. I guess there's a Loretude1.
Read it as a Jewish man.
Nope. When I was working on my PhD, I had spent...
I only make fun of Germans.
Yep. I'm not confident in the voice.
That's what makes it great.
When I was working on my PhD, I had just spent 4 months collecting soil and water in national parks, states away from where I went to school.
When I was working on my PhD.
I processed samples as I collected them, but at the end, I had to ship some samples home to finish processing. Turns out that the technician back at the home lab was upset with me about something. I still don't know what. And autoclaved all the unprocessed samples I brought home, about 150 samples, and destroyed them. It took me over a month of troubleshooting to figure out why I suddenly had sterile water and soil that I couldn't isolate bacteria from. Real world problems, Jeremy. I started hiding tiny strips of autoclave tape under the tube lids to set a trap, which she fell for. When I presented that to my boss, he said I couldn't prove that they did it. Only the two of us worked in the lab, and that I needed to get over my own errors, stop blaming others, and move on with my project. Stop blaming Jessica, Gary! If your shit's fucked up, take ownership, buddy. No, but it's Jessica. She's fucking up my bacteria or whatever.
It's very important to me.
Up my approximately 150 samples. It took me a whole afternoon to get that.
You know, Jessica's a DEI hire. We need more women representation in this company.
I experienced a wide array of unusual experimental results before she moved on and went to med school. This person is now an MD and in a residency. No consequences whatsoever. So this woman came out on top.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So, I mean, conveniently, this poster doesn't say what, the other half of the war, right? He doesn't say, well, we were dating and I did fuck our best friend. Oh, you know what? Ooh, I think I figured it out.
She keeps fucking up my samples.
Ah, shit. I did hit her cat with my car.
Do you think lab jobs are like that? Like
a lot of
fast
drama?
Food yeah, like they bang each other and stuff.
Oh, God, yes. Stuck in a sterile room, right?
You're the only truly clean person I know.
How about we go contaminate the break room?
Yeah. I'm going to contaminate your samples.
I can give you samples of my own.
I'll show you E. coli broth.
Okay.
So this Reddit hole, it's gotten pretty scientific.
Yeah. I think that's the most scientific it's going to get today, Jeremy.
Do you think it's a lot of lab people on Reddit?
I think that there's a lot of
Autistics?
autistic, very intelligent, antisocial people.
Yeah.
Even antisocial people want to socialize. They just either don't know how, or in the moment they get very nervous and anxious.
No, they
and-
prefer to do it faceless in the dark behind a
right,
screen.
right, and then they get to say all the things that they wish that they could say in like a regular conversation that they know people may not necessarily take well, because most of the things that they want to say are to criticize the person that's talking because they happen to be more intelligent.
And they take it with a natural smugness and confidence that they don't actually have.
Right.
They're not confident enough to talk to people in real life, but they're confident to be like, no, you're wrong. I'm right about everything.
Well, yeah, and they feel like if they can correct someone when they think that they're wrong, or if they know that they're wrong, when they correct them, they say, well, I'm helping that person with getting them correct information, and it shows how smart I am. And then, they'll like me more because of how smart I am.
We don't like that.
But yeah, they don't like that. No one likes that.
No one likes that. Keep it to yourself, nerd.
Don't be a Ted Mosby.
Hey, keep it to yourself, nerd. Shut up, loser.
All right, Jeremy, here's a really good one. This one's a little longer, but it's very juicy and has a lot of opportunities for commentary. Yeah, okay. So one post from this person ever, and their Reddit name, it kind of gleams what the conversation's going to be about.
They name themselves after their topic.
So this is posted by Incest Worries.
I'm already half hard.
The title for this post is Accidental Incest. What the fuck do I do now?
Get off Reddit and keep doing it, buddy.
Well,
You got this.
Let's see. All right. I need help, Reddit, like never before. I wonder with what, buddy? I wonder what you need help with. Being a longtime reader of this board, I never thought I would be the one posting. Okay, so why are you reading about incest? And then you're like, I never thought I'd be on here.
I'm just a casual observer of incest.
Impossible. Surely not.
I just dabble in it. It's really just kind of like cosplay.
So, being a longtime reader of this board, I never thought I would be the one posting, but this is the only place I feel like I can ask for advice. Background: me, 30-year-old male, and the girl, 24-year-old female,
Hot.
met over 2 years ago via mutual friends, and we hit it off great. After a year, we entered a relationship, and just
We were all into the same things. We had
the same parents.
same hair color, same jawline. They were hitting it off.
We hit it off great. After a year, we entered a relationship, and just 2 months ago, we moved in together. We have our differences and our little fights like everyone, but really everything has been wonderful to the point where we were discussing marriage.
We're pretty compatible except for our genes when it comes to recreating children.
Both of us were raised in the foster system. I was removed from my household when I was 10. She was around 7. So we've always had this in common and been able to confide in one another about this. When they each got,
Hey, your parents hated and abandoned you too?
right?
Let's fuck.
So they confide in each other about this. Recently, my biological father passed away, which meant little to nothing to me since my foster father adopted me and has been absolutely great. However, the woman I am with also received an invitation to the funeral because it's her dad also.
What a hell of a way to find out.
My dad is dead. Oh, we're so compatible. It's crazy. My dad died too.
He goes, yeah, fucking rest in piss, piece of shit. And then she gets hers. She's like, oh my God, my dad died too. I always wanted to meet him. Ugh.
The funeral's across the street from the Dairy Queen on the 2nd. Mine is 2. That's weird. They're doing 2 funerals at the same day, the same time. My dad's name was John. That's weird. 2 Johns on the same day. Crazy. Same funeral. Wow.
And we're both foster kids. Whoa. Soulmates.
She's already packed up her things and is staying with her best friend. Yes, perfect. Exactly. It's the best response you would expect out of finding out you've been fucking your brother. is to bail immediately and be really grossed out about it. That's a absolutely normal and applaudable response.
Nah, every time she's getting fucked by somebody, she closes her eyes and pretends it's her brother.
This situation is so screwed up, I honestly didn't believe things like this could happen. but you've been reading about it because your favorite Reddit page is about incest. You love reading about it. It's your favorite board. And you're like, I never thought that this could ever happen to anybody.
Used to be my favorite genre of porn, and now.
Hi, it's me, Future Michael. Just wanted to tell you about our band of the week. It's Lilly Van Jansen with her song, Yellow House. Great stuff. It plays at the end of the episode. Make sure you check it out. And we're brought to you by Dungeon Studios. Meow, meow, meow. They make modules. They make podcasts like The Game, Nerd News, Fables from the Forgotten, an audio drama, which I highly recommend you check out. Our theme song is done by William Lanham of William Lanham Music on YouTube. Go to his page and subscribe. I love you. Bye.
This is where it starts to get fascinating with how he's responding to this new information.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I'm torn.
Of course he is.
Yeah. I'm torn. I really am. I felt like I love this woman. I thought about our future together, and now I don't know what the hell to do. We've crossed the line physically, and when we tried to talk about it, she broke down and started crying. She won't speak to me anymore because she's been fucking her brother. And you having the response of, well, this is really inconvenient for me. Like, this is particularly hard. This is rough. It's hard.
Well, so there's a big difference, Mike, between men and women. And this guy's just trying to work everything out. He's trying to find the best outcome. It's not going to let a little something like this ruin his life.
It's like, how can I still bang this lady who I found out is my sister?
She knows all my spots.
Does it really matter? Like, does it really matter? I mean, I read about it all the time. So
I've trained her to give the perfect blowjob. She knows all the moves.
Oh, God. Okay. Just as more background. Yes, we've spoken about our pasts before. Yes, we've spoken about our parents, but it has always been, my mother was a druggie and my dad was a drunk. We have separate last names, and to be honest, I just never considered it a possibility that we could have been related. What the hell do I do? Don't fuck your sister. I honestly felt like I was in love, and in one day, everything has fallen apart. Yeah, that happens. It happens to me all the time.
That is your track record.
I don't know what TL:(DR) means.
Tildeer, too long to read.
Okay.
Too long didn't read.
Okay. Found out the woman I've been seeing and saying I love you to is actually my younger sister. Now more than ever, I wish I'd kept in contact with my biological family. What the hell do I do? Update.
Oh, we made an update. How much longer does it tell you?
No, it doesn't tell me when the update was posted. Wow, thank you everyone so much. Really, you've had no idea how much this means to me. Really, this made my day, and I'm glad I took the time to check this at work
Mike,
to answer a popular question.
Mike, I see your Reddit name on here. It looks like you commented pictures or it didn't happen.
So this is this person's been deleted, but they said, assuming this isn't a troll post, a huge if, get a DNA test to verify that you're actually siblings. There's a good chance that your druggy mothers actually got pregnant by different men than the name they put on the birth certificate.
That's not
good,
bad.
Good point.
That's not
Didn't
bad.
think about that.
Once again, Mike,
Confirm you've been fucking your sister.
this is one of
like
those.
really solidify it.
Yeah, you got to know.
Yeah, you gotta know without a shadow of a doubt.
You buy a collectible, you got to get it certified.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually pretty good advice. And it's someone trying to work through it and not just be like, oh no, I loved his cock so much in my mouth. What do I do?
Yeah.
I'm so ashamed. Do you think she did the Ace Ventura shower scene?
Oh,
Like she
just
burned all
crying
of her
in the shower.
clothes.
Yeah.
Burned all of her clothes.
It seems that way. She had quite a visceral reaction from his, because you have to understand he probably watered it down a bit, summarized it. She probably burned her clothes and
Had a total freak out,
took
meltdown.
steel wool and scrubbed her skin.
Yeah, she really took it over the top, overreacted is what you're saying.
Yeah, really to fucking her own brother for potentially years.
She didn't know. She was attracted to the man. They thought about a future life. I get where this guy's coming from, Mike.
So this guy's got a hot take. This guy is I scrolled down here because I figured I couldn't be the only one who thought this. It's essentially no different than meeting a complete stranger. Every human that exists shares mostly the same DNA anyway.
They say all
That guy fucks his sister.
they say all blue-eyed people are related, Mike, and I've had sex with a lot of blue-eyed women.
That guy specifically fucks his sister. I scrolled down to see like if anyone else thought this, but it's kind of okay if you think about it.
I mean, it kind of is. They are total strangers. They just having kids would be a bad idea. Mike, what do you think about that?
Think about what?
So they are total strangers.
Right.
They meet. They have similar stories, obviously.
They connect over their similarities.
Their traumas and things they've been through. According to this guy, they lived together. They probably thought about a future together and all of those things. Really, the only thing, in my personal opinion, that comes into the game is they both have to agree to not have children, and it's fine. What they do is fine.
Do you want my opinion?
Yeah.
You can start again reforging the relationship in like if you love this woman in any capacity, love her as your sister and understand that she's your fucking get the DNA test.
No,
first.
what I'm saying is, what's your opinion on them having the relationship? What if she didn't freak out and decided to stay in the relationship? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. They didn't grow up together. They're not brother and sister.
I think once the knowledge is there, it's ruined. I think.
Well, obviously, the freak out, if one of them freaks out like
to
she
continue
did,
the relationship would be insanity.
I don't know if that's true.
Absolute insanity.
I think that if they decide to not have kids, then they can continue to have their relationship. I would still be friends with them and go over to their dinner party or whatever. It wouldn't freak me out to be like, oh, you guys are monsters. I would just go, yeah, you probably shouldn't have kids because that's really fucked up. But you guys were strangers, did fall in love, did have this relationship, and you chose to stay in a relationship. I accept, because love is love. Now, if they grew up and they were like shared a bedroom and they began, that's a little different, I think.
Well, it's the same concept of like you love somebody and then you find out that they've murdered 35 people. You know, you're not going to say, well, I love him. I guess I'm stuck loving him.
No, I don't think that's I don't think that's a true
I think there's
equivalent.
ruinable things that like there's knowledge about someone, whether that person is involved in the bad news or is responsible for the bad news. Either one of those things can completely ruin a relationship.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like they weren't even fully related anyways.
Well, I mean, half related. They had the same dad. It doesn't say anything. It sounds like they have different moms, but they had the same dad. But based on the drugginess and the drunkenness of these, it's very possible that, you know, they're not siblings at all. Get the DNA test.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to go on a hard stance and say that it's totally fine to be in a relationship like that as long as you're responsible and understanding that you cannot create children.
Yeah, don't
from
bring
that bond.
a Lovecraftian horror into the world.
Don't do that on purpose.
Yeah, don't bring that to life.
And don't fuck your siblings. If you fall in love with a stranger and find out deep into the relationship that you are related, I wouldn't bat an eye at those people.
But Jeremy, you have to understand that there's a difference between people who choose to get in relationships with their siblings and people that find out that their siblings have their own opinions about incest.
No, it's fine that she freaked out. It's fine
Yeah.
that she decided it was disgusting. Obviously, that's fine. I was giving you the situation, the hypothetical that if you found out these two people,
And then you were okay with incest.
well, I don't think it's this. I just don't think it's the same thing.
So then you would ignore the incest. That's what you're saying is put incest aside. You're saying forget that exists. Live in blissful ignorance that you guys are brother and sister and just continue to be in love and live in a fantasy world.
If those two, well, it's not a fantasy world. I truly love this man. I truly love this woman. That is my best friend. I will never give up on them. I will be here to make sure their life is great and they both feel that way about each other.
But
A true relationship.
You can still have that relationship without it being sexual.
No. Once she freaked out and she was like, I'm done with this. That's not your sister anymore. That was a person you fucked, and she regrets ever meeting you now.
Yeah.
And that's her total. Obviously, that's fine. Of course, she can feel that way. I was giving you the hypothetical of if you met two people that had fallen in love and then found out 15 years into their relationship that they were half brother and sister,
Right.
and they decided to stay together. Do you think that that's an unholy, you piece of shit, you guys are fucking monster, gross?
I wouldn't make that choice, but I would not condemn somebody who did make that choice.
Right.
I would understand.
You're not trying
that
to fuck your brother.
There's 15 years of not having that knowledge.
You and Jeff have been fucking each other for 15 years, and then you find out that you guys are related.
Oh my God. You're right. It's so weird. All right, Jeremy. Okay, here we go. So I found this, Jeremy, because you and I were talking last night, and you brought up Eddie Vedder. And then I found a Reddit article about Eddie Vedder that I thought was very funny.
Okay.
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 So this is from...
What were we talking about with Eddie Vedder? He goes on political rant.
You're talking about how he likes to rant before... he likes to rant before a set or a song.
Yeah, he'll be like, I wrote this song a long time ago.
No, do it like Eddie Vedder.
I wrote this song a long time ago. There's heavy gun violence in the song. You want me to play it?
Yeah!
Yeah, but I just don't think you understand how bad it is. Gun violence is bad. Should I play it? You think?
Eddie Vedder, yeah! Eddie Vedder, say about gun violence!
I wrote this song about fucking your sister. You didn't know it was your sister. No, everyone calm down. It's wrong. It's wrong. You shouldn't fuck your sister, but I did write a song. No, but I did write a song about it. Shit. Yeah, that's basically, he does that shit.
Okay, so this comes from Puget Sound Ogre.
Puget?
Puget?
Puget Sound.
Puget.
It's in Washington.
As a person who was a radio DJ at an AOR rock station in Aberdeen, Washington from 1993 to 1995 and currently lives in Seattle, you can say I'm a fan of grunge. Can I?
I mean, it's where it was born.
So? So? It's like, I lived in Alabama for 20 years. I hate country music. All right. Spotify recently put up a bunch of live Pearl Jam bootlegs. I was looking through them, looking for oddities, covers, etc. I came across a cover of Driven to Tears by The Police. The song is on the Hershey, PA record dated 7/12/03. As a fan of The Police and that song, my interest was piqued, but he spelled piqued, Piqued, pretentious fuck.
Isn't that how it's spelled?
No.
Yeah, when your interests are piqued.
No, it's Peaked. Piqued.
No,
it's
that's
the peak of your interest.
That's a mountain peak.
Yeah, mountain peak. You
That's
peaked.
not-
My interest is peaked.
No, that's not. I think he spelled it right.
Jeremy, my interest is valid now. My interest in this conversation has valid.
I'm
Okay?
pretty sure he spelled it right.
It's valid.
He used correct
moving on.
English, and then you didn't like that.
The cover is great, by the way. However, after the song ends, Eddie Vedder goes on a rant about a woman in the audience who apparently took her off her top. He berated her and made fun of her body. Mosquito bites. That's mean. You're covered in horrible bumps all over your body. Get your horrible bumpy body out of here.
He was covered in
naked
actual
lady.
mosquito bites.
Just covered in
He's
mosquito.
talking
Right.
about her tiny tits.
What?
Her small boobs.
No. It's
Yeah,
but
mosquito
bites.
That's what you call tiny boobs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's
It's
right.
mosquito bites.
That's right. I thought it meant literal mosquito bites.
No, she took her top off. And
Get your gross mosquito bitten body out of here. Go put on some ointment.
No, it was more like, hey, ma'am, if you don't have them, don't pull them out.
Oh my God. So he was berating her the size of her boobs.
Yeah.
At the end of a record.
It's like, ew, get your flat boy chest out of here.
I thought the personal attack on her physical appearance was a chump move, and quite frankly, I was surprised by it. Changed my mind. Okay, so yeah, reading it with new eyes, not thinking that he was very off-put by
What do you think he was
her
like?
being covered in mosquito bites.
Like, oh, put your shirt back on. Someone get her some D.
Yeah, like,
Jeez.
oh, go to the hospital, you dirty fuck.
Anyways, I wrote this song about rape.
And he's like, I thought it was really mean that he was talking about how her body was covered in horrible mosquito bites. And you're like, no, it's her tiny boobs. And I was like, oh, that's right. I've heard that in movies.
We used to say it back in the day. It was the thing.
Hey, get out of here with your little mosquito bite titties. Wait, why would they keep that in the record? Hey, Jerry. So we got this little section where this lady flashes him. I mean, boobs. It mentions boobs, right? People love boobs. We're gonna keep that in, right?
Well, he said it was bootleg. These are people recording.
No, this is Eddie Vedder goes on a rant about a woman in the audience.
Yeah, he's watching bootleg.
Oh, I hear what you're
video.
saying. So people in the audience
It's
who
people
recorded
in
it,
the
it
audience
wasn't
recording.
officially released
Right.
by.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So that's if you're there watching unfiltered Eddie Vedder be himself on stage, like he says about all this weird political stuff.
Pearl Jam's one of those bands, like Fish, where the people who are hardcore fans of that go and find like the Pearl Jam 1997 in the basement of the studio, you know, like this random set that someone just recorded, not an officially released.
Oh, people do that for like Nirvana and stuff.
Yeah, they try to find the like real, you know, like this is the best version of the song. I hate that too. You hand them the aux. Well, back in the day when you handed an aux cord over and they plug it in, they're like, you got to hear even flow, but not the CD version.
It's recorded by a homeless man in a sewer,
right? It's like
a quarter mile away.
It was in 1983. He was strung out on heroin, and his drug dealer recorded him singing like acoustic, dude. It's the best version of the song, and the song always blows. Yeah. It always blows. They always say live is better than everything. It's not.
Yeah, it's a hit or miss.
It's fucking not.
Mostly misses. Yeah, because I mean the records are literally so meticulously
curated. It's
yeah, you're picking the best out of the best for all that shit.
Hey, I wrote a song about little titties. I don't think people should be berated for the body shaming's a real problem. I don't like that video that came out. No, it's not. I don't like that video that came out when I was talking about that lady's boobs. I know all boobs are beautiful. Anyway, here's a song about rape.
Oh God, Jeremy. All right. We got one more.
Okay.
We got one more.
Our last Reddit hole.
Yep. We've been powering through these, man.
We're doing it, Holly.
All right. This is from
like N-O space U-H?
G. U-G-H. No hyphen U-G-H hyphen. No, I have a staring problem. How do I stop staring? I always looked around ever since I was little. I would also get called out for staring at people in school. Seeing sights, people, and scenery seemed interesting to look at. I feel like it got worse once I started working at a retail store. My eyes would wander many times scanning the store, to the point the place I worked at did not like it. Eventually, asked someone to help stop me stop staring. The person they asked worked at the same retail store, but different location. I went to the location, the person they asked to help me stop staring, not knowing it was the store and person they asked worked there. This guy sucks.
They're like, Gary, get out of the women's dressing room.
It's a child.
Everyone complaining you're staring at him undress.
I have a staring problem. They were the cashier at the time, and I was wondering why they had their head turned the entire time they looked away. The person told me I don't have to look at you when I talk to you. Then they explained how they knew someone from a different store, and they told about me. They were asked to help me stop staring. They proceeded to ringing everything up while looking away.
He's fire retardant.
And then there was a response that I thought was pretty funny. All right. This is from Friendly Guy with 3 Ys. It's not particularly friendly.
No.
Staring is rude and makes most people uncomfortable. Try and remind yourself that all the time and think if you felt okay, if you were stared at like that, you were an alien, you're a freak, you wouldn't like that, would you? Everything you will stare less by realizing these concepts. And then Noah, the original poster, responded to that with, I am just now realizing staring is bad. I now look at it from the other person's perspective. I wrote this post because I knew it was something I should break. I wanted to change my habits. I also agree on trying new things to keep my mind occupied. So I guess Friendly Guy was very helpful with his horrible words.
To fucking stare at whatever you want. You're a beautiful, retarded child. Stare at whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
You're fine. You work in a store. Stare at people. Gives a shit.
Yeah, Jeremy, that's it.
That's the Reddit hole?
That's
That
all
guy-
the Reddit holes.
That guy should mind his own fucking business. Staring is rude. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Well, Jeremy, they are minding their own business because they're on a site responding to people who are posting their business to be responded to.
I think I've told this before, but I went on I saw a thing about how to get like the smoke smell out of a room.
Yeah.
And this person was like, I was just scrolling through Reddit and they were like, how do you get rid of smoke smell in a hotel room? And the first comment was, well, the problem is you shouldn't be smoking in the hotel in the first place because the people have to clean the things and because the stuff and you're a bad person for doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second comment was like, oh, you just get this product, do this, clean the walls. You'll be all right.
You ever tried the paper towel tube with the air dryers?
I did that in an airport.
Really?
Not with air. I just stuffed it full of toilet paper.
What am I thinking? The dryer sheets.
With the dryer sheets. I did have a AC, like it would pull through, and I would throw dryer sheets on that, and I'd blow smoke through the dryer sheets into the AC, and it came out.
Do you ever feel like when you did that, if you were smoking a cigarette, you felt like you didn't smoke the cigarette? If you can't see the smoke? You ever feel that way?
Oh, yeah, I feel that way with alternatives. Where the smoke's not the same.
Jankum.
Yeah, when I'm huffing jankum.
Yeah, you can't see the fumes.
Yeah. Well, because you don't want to see the fumes, you want them all inside of you. It's the only way to really get off, you know?
I should have picked a Reddit hole about jankum.
Find one.
Nope, we don't have time. We have been Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast, and thank you so much for going down these Reddit holes with us today. Holly, keep up the good work reading these great Reddit stories. You can check out Reddit holes on Apple and Podbean, I believe.
And Podbean.
So check out Reddit holes with Holly. She'll take you on a magical adventure, and you can hear about the horrors of Reddit.
We have an email.
It's UHJYEAH at MJSYVERSE.com. And we have a phone number. It's 903-287-0660. If you send us a voicemail or shoot us a text, we'll share it on the show.
Do we have any?
I guess we do.
What do you mean? Either we do or we don't.
We do have one.
Has someone left a voicemail or not?
We'll play it on the show. Do I want to play this one? Yeah, I said we play them all. Let's go ahead and get it booted up.
Hi, this is Nigel Gambitar. I'm not sending you any feet pics without a little bit of compensation, of course. I just wanted to express my disdain for having been shoved into a box last week. If you could, my people will call your people. I don't even know if I'm on the phone. What's going on here? Mind your business. Bye.
Fair enough.
I mean, the compensation for sending feet pics is that we post them.
Sorry, Nigel. I'm sure you'll be fine, you weird dead person. Okay. So, yes, leave us a voicemail and we'll play it, much like we played Nigel Gambitars.
I mean, the other compensation to the feet pics is what I use them for.
Yeah, on our Discord, if you go to our Discord and you join our Discord, there's a whole page dedicated to feet pics on our Discord.
Everyone's feet's on there.
And a full channel about From the Toilet where you can send all of your weird toilet pictures. If you see a fancy toilet, whatever you're looking at while you're taking a shit, but there's a thing for it.
It'll make sense one day.
Yep. It's an appealing amenity.
It's much more. It's doing much better.
You had to be there.
That Discord chat's doing much better than I thought it was.
Yeah, it is.
There's a lot of activity on there.
Yeah, one of our Discord members went to Ireland and took pictures of all the Irish toilets and all the different pubs. That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. They don't have water and they use Guinness.
We have a band of the week. If you want to be a band of the week, send us your music to that email that we mentioned, jam@MJSYVERSE.com. We'll feature your band. We'll play your music. We'll share your shit. We like it when people make things. If you want to do art for us or if you want to get involved in any way with the show, let us know.
Subscribe. Give us 5 stars.
Yeah, all that.
That helps.
Tell someone about us.
I like comments.
Share your thoughts. Much like you do on Reddit, you bum.
I'll fight with you in the comments.
Jeremy, we'll fight you.
We'll do it.
Jeremy's pretty brutal on the comments,
I'll send you pictures of my nipples.
and there's nothing you can do about it. All right, everybody, I love it. Jeremy, is there anything else?
I think that's it.
All right, Jeremy, I love you.
I love you too. Peace.
Bye.
When I first saw you, your eyes were on me. A song in the background, I still remember. Mesmerized by your impression. I guess that's my stupid confession. And while you cover another Foo Fighters song, I'm sitting here trying to bring myself to call you. Something keeps me away, and in a voice I don't know what to say. Something keeps me away, and in a voice I don't know. In September, when it all began, but little later, everything had changed. Another step towards you. Another where we answer 2 days too late. And while you cover another Foo Fighters song, I'm sitting here trying to bring myself to call you. Something keeps me away, and in a voice I don't know what to say. Something keeps me away.
Once we're done with the episode from the bin, what do we toss? I want to throw it away.
So I built another bin.
Oh, it's the used podcast bin? Jeremy.
There's so many in there. You want to look?
Well, yeah, there's the podcast. Okay, so this is where all the podcasts... Wait, no, we give them back usually, though. We hand them back. Why is there a bin?
Well, I usually just give them a copy back.
And then you throw away the original actual podcast?
In this bin.
Well, it's a storage bin. I see it's filled. It's filled mostly with podcasts, and then occasionally I can see what is a tied-off used condom.
I arranged them by color.
The podcasts?
The condoms.
No. Is there any way that you can get a separate bin for the condoms and not put them in with the podcast?
Well, it goes podcast condom, podcast condom, podcast condom.
It's a sandwich.
It keeps the podcasts separated.
And horribly, it smells horrible.
Well, they're slightly used.
Okay, well.
The podcasts.
You know what, Jeremy? There is a return address. I'm just going to put this one in the mail. I'm not going to taint this podcast with your jizz salad in that bin.
I've never jizzed in the bin.
It's gross.
It's not a condom bin. It's a podcast bin.
But it's got condoms in it.
To keep them separated.
Eddie Vedder, what do you have to say about this?
I love condoms.
I thought you hated condom.
I wrote a song about them. It's called I Dipped My Willy in the E. coli broth and I Fucked My Sister.
I squished my cat.
I wrote a song about squishing cats. I'm a kitten kicker.
My lab partner sabotages everything.
That lawyer died, man. Lawyer's dead.